But August 13th, meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Miss Callis? Here. Miss Calnan? Miss Marsh?
Here.
Mr. Gonzalez? Miss Roby? Here. Miss Radebach?
Present.
Miss Himes?
Here. Okay, that's it. Okay. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes? And if so, do I have a motion?
Excuse.
Oh, excuse me. Do we have, oh, I thought,
Yeah.
oh, he didn't call in.
Gonzalez did not call, but Miss Calnan told me last month at the meeting that she wasn't going to be here.
Okay. Can I get a motion on Mr. Gonzalez, please,
And Ms. Cat.
for absent?
I make a motion that we excuse Ms. Calnan. I second the motion.
Okay. Mr. Gonzalez, Ms. Calnan is excused.
So he didn't call anybody or tell
No, he
anybody?
did not.
No,
Oh,
just give a motion.
okay. I'll make a motion to excuse Mr. Gonzalez.
Okay, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Okay. Is there a disclosure of ex parte communication?
Meeting minutes. Are there
Oh,
any?
yeah, I was in the midst of that.
Yeah.
Okay, bear with me here. We didn't get a motion on the minutes.
I make a motion that we accept the minutes. I second.
Okay, it's been motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. Is there a disclosure of ex parte communication? That appeal is
No, it's under announcements.
okay. Okay, we now have the swearing in of our code officers.
Please swear that. Jeez. I forgot. Do you all swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. My apologies.
Okay. Okay. Our announcements, please.
I have one announcement, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you could, Chair, if you could pass them down. The code board, there was a filing. It was late Friday.
Before we begin, can we have him on screen, the respondent, since we're talking about the case, or no?
Is he present?
I think he was present.
He should be on Zoom. Xavier,
Number
26.
26.
26.
Okay.
Mr. Spilka.
Do you want me to call the inspector just to have this case done first? Or?
If you want, it's up to you.
Oh, yeah, he was.
They're looking at the appeal, you don't know.
Are we doing the case?
Yeah. But first we have to do some announcements.
You wanted, we're waiting on him.
I think that's Mr. Spilka. Sir?
yeah, he's up. Can you hear me, sir?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
I guess the other person who's on Zoom, if you intend to speak, please have your camera on and be sworn in.
Hear you.
All right, can you see me?
No.
It's on blurred, I think.
We'll give him a little bit just to.
You can just turn the camera on?
No, sir, we still can't see you. I think your background is blurred.
Well, we see
We see your name, but we don't see your
no,
face.
we see one of you, the one with the white shirt. I don't know what the other one's wearing. But...
I don't know. That's mine. Mhm.
From whatever device you're using, it seemed as if you have to allow Zoom to access your camera.
Yes, I did.
We see a camera icon with a slash across it. So it's not that your camera isn't on, there's some type of permission issue. Maybe join from another device, like a cellular phone. If you continue to have difficulties, that is.
Could set this up already, man. I did see that. Not gonna work, man.
I'll defer to the board on what they would like to do, either push this or hear it now without his. But we highly object to him testifying in any format without being sworn in and identified. But I will
didn't
defer
hear
to your
what
judgment.
she said. What did
Did you give me a search Zoom link and join from your phone? Exit out of that one.
Or they can decide not to testify, correct?
I'm sorry?
Sir, can
Or
you
they
stay in the
decide
same room
not
with
to
him?
Testify.
It seems like they want to testify, so you have a couple options. Option one is to wait for him to fix his camera now, or push it till later, or hear it without his testimony. So those are your options.
Yeah,
Okay.
because this is a lot of,
All right, I'm gonna maybe hear it in order, I guess.
could we tell him, executive tell Mr. Selchuk we'll do it later?
So we're gonna push your case till later until you can get your camera situated. But at which point, if when your case is called later in order, you're 26. If at that point your camera doesn't work, we're gonna have to proceed forward without your testimony. So we're giving you enough time to have due process to attempt to be present. But the city, anyways, will object. The board makes the ultimate decision.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
If I can just say a few words, where we're under announcements, and before you have a notice of appeal that was filed by Mr. Spilka, I received it late Monday evening, and you can look through it. Basically, all it means is that he has now gotten or is seeking a 70-day period in which to file a brief, essentially, that explains why he thinks that there was error in the last hearing. I would remind the board that no one appeared on behalf of the respondent in the last hearing, because this was a non-compliance matter at the end of last month's agenda. So we can hear their arguments later on. I spoke with Mr. Spilka, and he may have some things he wants to raise as arguments. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's, I guess we will be hearing from them later on in this proceeding
Yes, and I just
when they
wanted.
get their cameras fixed up.
I just wanted the board to know, the city will plan to do a dismissal, a motion to dismiss that case. I won't get into the details of why, to obviously not overplay my hand, but I did want to mention to the board that that doesn't affect your case today. You still have jurisdiction over this proceeding. I personally don't believe that the motion for non-compliance compliance with the final order, because it doesn't end the case. The final order would be any order to issue fines should such an order be issued. So it doesn't affect your ability to hear the case on the merits today.
Okay. Here is our procedures. We will be calling cases by number and for the most part in order as they are listed on the agenda. If there are any attorneys or policemen present, we will hear their case first. When your case is called, please come forward to be sworn in. State your name and address for the record. If you are not the owner of the property, please state your relationship to the owner. Our proceedings are recorded, so please speak into the mics. The board hears from the code officers first, and then you will be given the opportunity to respond. Please direct all responses to the board. Witnesses may also testify following the same procedures. Are there any attorneys or policemen present, Madam Secretary?
Not that I'm aware of, Madam Chair.
Okay.
But before you proceed, I do have announcements.
Okay. Oh,
Starting on page 3. Case number 2 is in compliance as of August 12th, 2026. Same page, case number 3 is also in compliance as of August 6th, 2026. Page 4, case number 6 is via Zoom. Page number 5, oh my apologies, I'm supposed to read the case number, sorry. Page 5, case number 10, CEB 07-26-120, 927 Kingston Avenue is in compliance as of August 13th, 2026. Page 7. I'm sorry. That's page 5. Okay. Go on to page. Sorry. Page 7. Case number 17. CEB 07-26-113, 140 Kingston Avenue, LLC is via Zoom. Same page, case number 19, CEB 07-26-125, 475 Brentwood Drive is in compliance as of August 7th, 2026. Case number 20, same page, CEB 07-26-116, 811 Harrington Street is in compliance as of August 13th, 2026. Page 8, case number 21, CEB 07-26-133, 714 and 716 Madison Avenue is via Zoom. Same page, case 22, CEB 07-26-135, 734 Madison Avenue is in compliance, August 12th, 2026. Page 9, case number 25 is via Zoom. And also case number 26 is also via Zoom. If you would turn to page 11. Case 31, CEB 08-26-147, 760 Madison Avenue is in compliance as of August 7th, 2026. Same page, case 32, CEB 08-26-148, 410 North Lincoln Street is in compliance as of August 12th, 2026. Page 13, Case number 37, CEB 08-26-153, 815 Julia Street is in compliance as of August 12th, 2026. And those are my announcements. Before I finish, could you all please turn your phones on silence? If you need to talk, please step out into the lobby and do so. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. We will now have our lien review. Mrs. Turner. Kristen. Okay.
Chuck Swisher.
Have to be sworn in.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Will you raise your right hand, sir? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And can you please state your name and affiliation to this case?
Chuck Swisher, owner of the home at 504 Heineman.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Inspector Itani, Code Compliance, credentials are on file. After reviewing the hardship application from the owner, staff evaluated the personal hardship, and Code Compliance Office made a settlement for $600. Staff recommends to approve of the lien reduction to $600.
I make a motion that we accept the recommendations of the city that need to be reduced to the amount of $600.
I second.
Okay. It has been motioned by Ms. Callis, second by Mrs. Rockenbach to accept the motion of the Board of Code of $600. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
You agree?
Can I pay that in this building?
Yes. You. Oh,
I'll send you the information and you can,
okay.
with instructions.
Thank you. Good day.
You too.
okay. We're on our continuing cases. Case number 1, CEB 022532. Llewellyn Osborne Adam Jr. at 320 Garden Street.
Good morning, Board. Mark Jones with Code Compliance. My credentials are on file. Respondent was first notified on May 3rd, 2024. Since last hearing, I've had no contact with the property owner. The property is on Transfor 386 and will be replacing the home with a new 2-bedroom home. I've received notice from 386 that construction should start in December. Staff is recommending a progress report at the January 2027 hearing.
Okay.
Which one? No, it's the, we all forgot our papers, I'm sorry.
Would you like us to print extra?
No, I put it on.
Okay.
No.
This one? We forgot.
Oh, you know.
You have any extra? You have any of these extras they forgot?
I think that,
Right now, we're on case number 1.
okay. Oh, let's see. I motion that the case to be continued to a status report. Wait, I'm sorry, how many days did you say?
Progress report
On
on January
January.
2027.
Progress report on January, which would be
January 6th,
January 6th?
for the compliance. Yes.
Okay, for January 6th compliance day, or progress report date.
I second.
Hearing is on the 14th.
Oh.
Progress date will be on
Okay, progress report on I amend my motion to a progress report on January 14th,
Thank you.
2027.
I second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Mr. Roby, second by Mrs. Roderick. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I have an extra one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was looking to that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do have a board number version. Okay. Case number 2, CEB 0726144, Carlos J. and Mary Ann Morse Trust at 1323 South Paradise Lane.
Madam Chair,
Compliance.
it's in compliance.
And so's the next one.
I know, but I have to read them. You don't
okay.
have to read them anymore? I don't have to call them out? Okay, I don't,
You don't have to read them. I already made the announcement that they're in
Okay.
compliance.
Case number 2 and case number 3 is in compliance. Case number 4, CEB 0726112, Richard Klein, 904 East Millard Court. Mr. Garcia?
I don't see Danny.
See Danny?
Yeah, Danny's not.
Keep in mind now, they're saying.
No, Garcia is the code inspector,
Fine.
but he's not here.
Could we move on to the next one while we wait for Mr. Garcia? Thank you.
It is.
They want to move on. I don't think Mr. Garcia is immediately available.
Oh, okay.
So move on.
Case number 5, CEB 0726-130, Sunvest Properties LLC at 441 and 447 North Lincoln. Ms. Domingo.
Good morning, Inspector Lawanda Domingo. My credentials are on file with the city. This owner was first notified July 24th of 2025. Since the last hearing, I have had several points of contact with the owner by phone and email. Conducted the last reinspection on August 4th of 2026, and the property still is not in compliance. So I'm requesting a fine of $100 a day, up to $15,000 max for this property.
I'll make a motion to fine the respondent be issued a fine in the amount of $100 per day until the fine maximum amount of $15,000.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Rovis, second by Mrs. Marsh. All.
What? Those are my pictures.
That's,
I don't know why they're coming up on Zoom. Is that Zoom? Oh.
This was added this morning. As far as
I am here. Do I get a chance to speak to this as the owner of the
I
property?
didn't know it was Zoom.
You need to turn your camera on and be sworn.
Okay, I am here.
Okay.
oh,
Can you raise your right hand? You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
And can you state your name and affiliation to this case?
And my name is Timothy Catilla. I am the owner of Sunvest Properties and the owner of this property, 441 and 447 North Lincoln Street.
Thank you.
This one, we're waiting on Mr.
I know.
Am I okay to proceed?
Have to be sworn in.
He,
He was.
He's been,
yeah, he was
he's been
sworn in.
sworn in.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, just a moment.
Oh yeah, no rush. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Case number 5.
Yes. First opened July 24th of 2025. As I stated previously, I have had several points of contact with Mr. Cotia since the last hearing. My last reinspection on August 4th of 2026, the property was still in a state of non-compliance, so we're requesting a fine of $100 a day up to $15,000 max for this property.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Cortez, you like to say anything?
Yes, please. I just wanted to start by reminding the board of the history of this case. I touched on it last meeting, but just a reminder that the delay here hasn't been entirely from a lack of effort, but it's been from circumstances outside of my control. I realize that this case has been open for a long time now, and I apologize for that. But nearly for that entire time, this property has been unsafe or occupied by squatters. For the majority of my ownership, the conditions on and around the property have made it unsafe for me or any other contractor to work there full time. This all started as soon as I purchased the property. You probably have record somewhere in the city that the house next door was also full of squatters. And as soon as I bought the property, they immediately started coming onto my property, stealing my electric and my water, dumping trash into my yard and breaking the windows and just destroying the property. They also had dogs and other pets that were on site that just seemed untrained and unsafe, which has added another layer of risk to accessing or working on the property. I had the police involved on multiple occasions. I have police reports and call logs to back that up. And recently that neighboring property was condemned because the investor couldn't get the squatters out and the house was torn down. Not long after that, those squatters moved into both of my buildings on my property, and they've caused all sorts of issues. All of the issues on this list, including the broken windows and other exterior damages. I've finally been able to clear the property, but even during Inspector Domingo's last inspection, she noted that the garage looked like it had been broken into again, and that there was a shopping cart left outside of the property, which is clear evidence that unauthorized people are still accessing the site. But even with this context, after our last hearing, I took it seriously and made real attempts to bring the property into compliance. I hired a local company and paid them over $2,000 to address all the items on this list. And unfortunately, their work fell short of the requirements to bring the property into compliance. As Code Officer Domingo mentioned, I've been in touch with her and informed her that my plan is to fully renovate both properties inside and out, which would address everything on her list and then some. I already have an active permit open with the building department for all the interior updates and some exterior updates. And that would include replacing the broken windows and all of the other exterior items on here. I already have a licensed contractor lined up to do this work in full. I already asked Inspector Domingo for more time because doing this work and hiring local companies and doing everything piecemeal is obviously just becoming significantly more expensive than having my full crew on site to do everything all at once.
Okay, Mr.
Sorry, I just want to say that. What I
Did you
proposed-
show Ms. Domingo proof that you had paid a contractor the $2,000 that fell short? Did you?
I did want to speak to that point. The progress that has taken place has since happened since the hearing. This is the most progress at this point and contact that has been had. In regards to the squatters, that conversation between myself and Mr. Cotia happened back in February 23rd of 2026. And I didn't hear from him again concerning that at all. I didn't receive any police reports or documentation of such. That was just a conversation. There was also correspondence back in March regarding the windows that are still boarded, and since my last inspection on August 4th, those windows remain boarded. Again, the owner was first notified of this case back in July of 2025, and at this juncture, there has been progress made, but again, not significant enough to say that I don't feel that a fine would be necessary in order to motivate the owner to come into compliance with the property. The permit that he spoke of is another existing code case that's on this property. That's the reason he was able to pull that permit, was because another inspector noted that there was work being performed at the interior without permits. So that is another existing code case for this property.
Okay.
Mr.
Are there-
Catella, are you local?
I am not. No, I live down in Pompano Beach.
Okay, and is there a contact person that our code officer LaWanda can get in touch with and talk to besides you, since it's taken from July to February for you to act on any of the...
I did speak with a representative from a property management company when I went out and did the reinspection that he requested on the 15th so that I could show the remaining violations. But again, it's been a year's time since he's hired someone as far as property management to manage the property, make sure it's secure and maintained throughout the course of this case.
I want to apologize for the lack of communication since this case has opened. I mean, I don't really want to touch on personal stuff. I just had a lot going on, and I understand that it's important for me to keep you all updated with everything that's going on. If you need, I can pull those call logs and police reports just to kind of show you that I'm not making it up with regard to the squatters being in the property. And I know that I've only been in touch with Code Officer Domingo a handful of times over the past year, but it has been.
Okay, Mr.
nightmare.
Okay,
We understand that, but your property manager should be taking more care, if you're paying them, to make sure that the squatters are the police are coming, or whatever that needs to be done, or
Right. I just hired this company. I hired them specifically to take care of these items since our last meeting. Since then, I did not have any sort of representation or property management, which was a big mistake.
Okay, Ms. Callis. Yeah.
I'd like to make a motion to find the respondent be issued a fine in the amount of $100 per day until the maximum fine of $15,000.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Callis, second by Mrs. Marsh. All in favor? Aye. Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds that in the case number CEB 0726130 Sunvest Properties LLC, compliance, it's fined $100 per day to commence August 13th and to continue each day thereafter until the fines have reached the maximum of $15,000 of the property into compliance. Okay. All those in favor? Aye. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Cortez. Okay.
Madam Chair, if we could back up to case number 4904 East Mallard Court.
Back up to what case?
Case number 4.
Okay. Okay.
The one we skipped.
Okay.
That came into compliance on August 12th, 2026.
Okay. Right. Okay, thank you. Did the board get that?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Case number 6 is Zoom CEB 0726145, Kalisa Alston at 209 South Seneca Boulevard.
She's here now. She's not on Zoom. She's present now.
Oh, okay,
She did request Zoom, but she's here.
okay. Good.
Good morning.
Can you step to the next podium, please?
Yeah.
And yes, do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Can you state your name and affiliation?
Kalisa Patience Austin, 209 South Seneca Boulevard, owner.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, good morning, Board. Sarah Kirk, Inspector with the City. My credentials are on file. First notification was 2/10/26. Since the last hearing, I have had contact. Ms. Alston has maintained regular contact with me since she did receive the first initial notice. The property's occupied. Since the last hearing, there has been progress. The only thing that remained, I'm sorry?
Sorry, that was the Zoom people.
Okay. The only thing that remains is outside storage. She did have a shed permit that was issued, and it was denied because it was the wrong type of permit. So now she has the correct permit that is applied for and has been submitted. And so the outside storage that remains actually pertains to that shed. So with that being said, we'd like to ask to amend to the next cutoff for compliance.
Okay, would you like to say anything?
Ron and building just updated the permit today, this morning, so we'll build another shed with the cinder blocks outside.
Okay. Okay. Is there a motion for the recommendation?
I make a motion that we amend case number 6 to the next cutoff of September 2nd.
Okay.
To have the shed completed, or?
No, just said it's continued, and then if you
Oh.
stay in touch with Ms. Kirk, she'll tell us what's
Yeah.
going on. I'll second.
Okay, it was motioned by Ms. Marsh, second by Ms. Rover. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the case number CEB 0726145, Khaleesa Alston, responded for the property at 209 South Seneca, be continued until 9/2/26.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Austin.
Thank you.
Case number 7, CEB 26-127, Harold Missick and London Reynolds at 1161 Cordova Avenue. Ms. Kirk,
Okay.
just
Will you both raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, and please state your name and affiliation to this case.
Harold Messick,
Okay. and you?
owner.
Londa Reynolds, owner.
Thank you.
okay. Ms. Kirk,
Okay. First notification was February 17th of 2026. Since the last hearing, I haven't had any contact. There has been minimal progress. Staff is recommending a fine of $100 a day to a cap of $10,000.
would you like to say anything, Ms.?
Excuse me, but there's been a lot of work done there. A lot of work. You see right there, where she's showing you right there where the building is going. The gray building is already gone.
The what?
The shipping container?
Shipping container.
Okay,
It's gone.
what about the one on the other
The other
side?
side, it ain't gone yet.
Okay.
I got getting offers on it. They bought the first one. I had it for 2,000. She offered me 17. I took it.
Okay,
I got
those
a bill of
things
sale.
covered.
I made a receipt because I wanted to show y'all that we are doing stuff. She had to go get a storage container. She went back to West Virginia to get a couple of her friends. Brought them down here. They unloaded the container and had to use a car. 'Cause I couldn't use my truck. I had no title. I didn't get my title until yesterday.
Okay, hold. You're saying those were containers and not vehicles?
Well, there was a lot going on here. There was 2 shipping containers, like that go on like a train, like the big container, you know.
Oh, was that the first picture up there?
Yep. Okay, right there.
Right there's the red one.
Right there's
Wait,
the red
no,
one.
Go back.
And then go
It
back.
looks like a car, that's why I said it's covered up. It looked, I see wheels.
And then go back one more the other way. Okay, the other way. There you go. If you zoom in, right there, yeah. So there was another shipping container there as well.
Gone.
Okay, so he's saying that one's gone.
Never heard about the old sale.
Yesterday, when I did go by the property, I saw that there was still a ship. Here's yesterday, still a shipping container, and then you've got a trailer now back in the front yard. And then if you go to
What
the
a
next,
trailer?
right there at the corner, then
Utility trailers, you told us to get parked at the, in the middle between the grass and the road? Right
no
away?
trailer. That's
Just
not.
like
That's
your
not
truck was
correct.
parked?
That's not correct. If you read the notice, if you were to read the notice, it would say where the trailer can be parked. It's in the side yard or in the backyard. That's where.
Can I put it in the backyard? Because I would go keep it.
That's what the
Could I
notice
put it in the
says.
backyard?
Yes, that's what the notice says.
I can put it in the backyard? I'm done. I'll go get somebody to move it. There's like 7 or 8 people from Walmart that got these.
Yeah,
$2,500.
as she
Sir, will you-
said, it was on the notice, so.
Okay. If you could zoom.
Were you?
And the lawnmower that's in the yard,
Just a minute.
I
Were
saw the
you
trailer
speaking,
there.
Mr. Sykes?
Yeah, I was going to tell the respondent to allow her to finish testifying, please.
Oh, okay.
If you zoom in right there, there's more outside storage right at this side of the house, a bunch of buckets and stuff going on here. So there's some more outside storage. And, you know.
Paint buckets. 5-gallon paint bucket.
Okay, well, they're not allowed to be there. And I've went over this thoroughly with you back
About the paint bucket?
back in February.
You,
What happens when we're in court? She's going to give her testimony, let her finish, and then it'll be your chance to say what you need to say, okay? But let her finish her side, and then you'll get your chance. All right? Thank you.
So staff is recommending the fine because we feel that it's been moving very slow. There was no activity happening until the notice of hearing went out. Then that's when action started happening. So that's why staff, feels that they've had plenty of time to get this taken care of. So staff is requesting a fine of $100 a day with a cap of $10,000.
okay. Ms. Callis, who are
I
you?
make a motion that the respondent be issued a fine in the amount of $100 a day until the maximum fine of $15,000.
I can just tell my side.
Yes, you did. You spoke earlier to.
But she's saying I haven't done anything. And I did. I got all my
Mr.
permits.
Listen, she did not say that. She said the progress was minimal, and that everything that she gave you was in writing as to what you could and could not place the different things like the trailer.
But it's hard to find somebody to buy it.
Hold on just a minute. There's a motion on the floor. It was.
But I got a couple questions. Did you get a permit, an after-the-fact permit for the driveway
Yes.
and the?
Yes.
Okay,
Paid for.
okay. The cars that are covered up, are they tagged and?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They're brand new cars. They're not the old antiques like a lot of people keep. These are all brand new.
But the utility trailer's still out in the front?
Yes, that's where the lawnmowers are going on. The lawnmowers got to go to the lawnmower guy. There was only 2 of us. We couldn't push the lawnmower. And it's sitting there because I can pull straight out with it.
But it runs, and you can put the lawnmowers on the trailer?
Oh, yeah. No, we can't put the lawnmowers on the trailer yet. We don't know anybody down here. But I was going to try to grab a couple guys that push the lawnmowers on the trailer. I can drive them. And they got to be backed up. She can back them up. I can't back up. She can. But yeah, we got one trailer emptied. We bought a shipping container.
Okay, Ms. Kirk.
Okay, I just want to verify with Ms. Roby asking about have the permits been taken care of? They have not.
Yes, they have.
Okay.
I have.
Do you have proof of that
have.
there?
Yep, they were finally issued last month, but they're not taken care of. They haven't been finalized. There's no final inspection from the building department.
Oh, no, there's no.
Right, so they haven't been taken care
No,
of.
we don't
That's
know
what
how
I'm trying to explain.
Yeah, well, they have to be completed. You just have them. But as she said, they haven't been finalized, meaning that the work wasn't done, so.
And they are after the fact permit, so the work may not have been done correctly, so that driveway might have to be pulled up, put back, we don't know yet because they haven't had the inspections done.
Okay, then. Again, Ms. Callis, did you make a?
Yes, I did.
Can I ask a question?
Wait just a minute again. Let her complete.
Make a motion to fine respondents be issued a fine in an amount of $100 a day until the maximum fine reach of $15,000.
Okay.
It's 10.
10, is it?
10? Oh,
10,
I'm sorry.
yeah. Okay.
Now, can I ask a
Did I
question
hear-
now?
Just a minute, did I hear a second on that?
I'll second it.
Okay. It's
All
been.
right, I can't help it, I can't move any faster.
Okay.
I'm 100% disabled.
It's been motioned by Ms. Callis, second by Mrs. Roby. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds that in the case number CEB 0726127, that the respondent, Mr. Missick, who was previously found in noncompliance, remains in noncompliance, and therefore order a fine in the amount of $100 a day to commence on 8/13/26 and to continue each day thereafter until the fine has reached the maximum amount of $10,000 of the property is brought into compliance.
How much time do I got before I start getting fined?
Mr. Missick, would you please? Okay, so all was in favor? And, okay. Did you get that? Okay. Now, your question was?
When does the fine start? Because I'm only disabled.
Okay.
And I can't work because I'm under
Fine
medical
starts
doctor.
today, Mr. Missick. The
Ma'am?
fine starts today, and you must stay in touch with her. Please read the information that she gives you.
She don't know either.
Say what?
Can I move this tractor in the back of the house?
It's written on the code notice. It'll tell you
She
exactly verbatim where to put the utility trailer at.
Mr. Missy, she said it's on the order. If you
What
just
order?
read it, that she gave you.
Yes, so stuff like this about what it takes to come into compliance is something for the inspector to discuss at the end of this hearing.
Okay, then. If can they wait out there if they want to get more
Certainly.
information from you?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
She said you all can wait out there to get more information and you'll know exactly what you have to do. She said she would tell you.
Do you not have the notice that Ms. Kirk gave you with you?
No,
Where, is it at home though?
it's probably at home.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you need to reread it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Case number 8, CEB 0726122, Resource Properties Incorporated at 930 Berkshire Road. Mr. Butler.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Inspector Roosevelt Butler. Credentials on file with the City of Daytona Beach. As it pertains to 930 Berkshire, the respondent was first notified on April 14th, 2026. Since the last court proceedings, I've had contact with the owner and the tenant, whom has made improvement to the property. And as you can see the pictures, per talking to them on yesterday, they should be finished by this weekend. So staff request to amend to the next cutoff.
Okay.
I'll make a motion, the previous order in non-compliance be amended to 9, cutoff 9/2.
Right here.
Second.
Oh, my God. Okay, Mrs.
Ms. Roby seconded.
Roby. Okay, you
No,
have
I mean, Ms. Roby made the motion and Ms. Marsh
Okay.
seconded.
Okay. Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby,
Madam- I'm sorry, Madam Chair, you need a vote.
I thought it
Oh.
do it when I, which way now? It says do it when I read this. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
It's
Now
here.
it's unanimous vote.
Yeah, okay.
Did you vote, ma'am?
Yes, earlier. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the previous order of noncompliance in case number CEB 0726122 be amended to allow the respondent, Resource Properties, to bring the property into compliance by 9/2 or be returned to the Code Enforcement Board on September 10th for consideration of a fine up to $1,000 per day. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Butler. Okay. Case number 9, CEB 0726117, Nelson Cummins at 848 Kingston Avenue. Mr. Rickazone.
Good morning. This property was first notified on May 4th of 2026. Since the last hearing, there has been no movement towards compliance. There's been no contact with the property owner. As of August 13th, 2026, the property is still in non-compliance. The city is requesting a $100 a day fine up to the maximum of $10,000.
Is it vacant or is there someone living there?
I don't know. I posted the property both times.
But the paper keeps disappearing?
Yep.
Okay.
I make a motion to fine the respondent, be issued a fine in the amount of $100 per day until the fine maximum reaches $10,000.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Roby, second by Mrs. Marsh. All in favor? Aye. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds that in case number CEB 0726117, that the respondent, Nelson Cummins, who was previously found in noncompliance, remains in noncompliance, and therefore orders a fine in the amount of $100 per day to commence on August 13 and to continue each day thereafter until the fine has reached the maximum of $10,000 or the property is brought into compliance.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rexdown. Okay. Case number 10 is, okay, I don't have to read it, is in compliance. Case number 11, CEB 0726126, Vivian Investments LLC at 112 Azalea Drive. Mr. Rickenzone.
This case was a proactive case that was first opened on April 22nd, 2026. Since the last hearing, there has been no movement towards compliance. There has been no contact with the property owner. As of August 13th, 2026, the property is still in non-compliance. The city is requesting a $100 a day fine up to the maximum of $15,000.
Okay.
So this was a tenant complaint?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Did you say no contact?
No contact from the property owner or the tenant since last hearing.
Is there a motion?
What was the recommendation again?
$100.
$100 per day.
I make a motion that we fine the respondent $100 per day up to a maximum of $15,000 until the property comes into compliance.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Marsh, second by Mrs. Callis. All in favor?
Aye.
The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds that in case number CEB 07-26-126 by Vivian Investment LLC at 112 Azalea Drive, who was previously found in noncompliance, remains in noncompliance, and therefore orders a fine in the amount of $100 per day to commence on August 13 and to continue each day thereafter until the fine has reached the maximum amount of $15,000 or the property is brought into compliance. Thank you, Mr. Reconcile.
Thank you.
Case number 12, CEB 032643, Ellen M. Fitchner Trust and Alvin R. Fitchner Living Trust at 114 North Gardner Court. Mr. Beanie.
Good morning, Madam Chair and Board. Inspector Ron Beanie, code credentials are on file with the city. The respondent was first notified on October 21st, 2025. Since the last hearing, I've had no contact from the owner. There's been no progress to the property since the last hearing. Staff is recommending a fine of $250 a day at a cap of $10,000.
Okay.
Okay, I make a motion to find the respondent be issued a fine in the amount of $250 per day and a maximum of $10,000.
Yes, $10,000.
Pardon me?
$10,000.
Yeah.
A second.
It's been motioned by Ms. Callis, second by Mrs. Roby. All in favor? Aye. Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds that in the case number CEB 03-26-43, that the respondent, Ellen Fitchner and Alvin Fitchner, who was previously found in noncompliance, remains in noncompliance, and therefore order a fine in the amount of $250 per day to commence on August 13th and to continue each day thereafter until the fine has reached the maximum amount of $10,000 or the property is brought into compliance. Okay. Case number 13, CEB 0726112, Linda B. Shiplet at 202 Shady Place. Mr. Beanie. No.
Here or there?
Right there. Shall I continue?
Could you be sworn?
Yes. Will you raise your right hand, ma'am?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And can you please state your name and affiliation to this case?
I'm Linda B. Shiplet, 202 Shady Place, owner.
Mr. Beanie, could you lower her mic for?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Beanie.
The respondent was first notified on February 6th, 2026. Since the last hearing, I've had some contact with the owner. There's been no progress to the property. Staff is recommending a fine of $100 a day at a cap of $10,000.
Ms. Shipley, would you like to say anything?
Yes. My house is being sold. This afternoon, I'll have the amount that he's going to give me. I had went all the way to D-Land, everywhere, trying to get government funding, and I was told there was no funding available. So I ended up with just saying I got to sell the house because I can't afford to fix this. I'm older, I don't have that kind of income, and there was no way I could fix it. So I contacted Mr. Metzer, and he's a very reputable real estate company. His portfolio was very impressive, so I called him. He immediately responded to me yesterday. I spoke to him. I asked him to come with me today, but his schedule is really,
But are you saying that you're going to close today on the house? Is that
well,
what you're
it might be
saying?
today or tomorrow because I don't know. He's giving me the what he'll give me today. All right. I had to find out from my bank how much I had to give them, and then give that to him. And I gave that to him yesterday, and he said he was going to respond today. So hopefully it'd be nice. I don't know how. I've never sold a house if you can close in one day or not.
But wait, I want to understand this. So you saying that you're paying him to do what?
No, he's selling my house. I mean, he's buying my house from me.
What's the part about
And you
the bank?
had to give him money? Is that what you're saying?
No, I had to
understand the
I'm
hardship.
sorry, I had to get the amount from my mortgage company, my payoff amount, so that Mr. Messer could give me amount of how much he's going to pay me for my house. And he's responding with that answer today for me. I spoke to him yesterday morning, and he said that he would call me today in between his appointment. He's very busy, I guess.
Okay.
So that's up to the board. I appreciate all your patience and your kindness. And if you find me, I'm one person. I will not be mad. You're very kind, lenient, and that's very hard to find this day and time. Very hard to find. You've been very kind and lenient with me. I know that.
Are there any other questions from the board?
I don't know if you're going to be able to sell with a code case on your address. If you're going to be able to settle, that's the, I don't know, Beth, do you know?
I'm sure he's aware.
Okay.
He's aware of everything. He's very reputable. And he's willing to pay any cost he has to pay to help me. He already told me that.
Okay. Excuse me, Ms. Simplet, Mr. Beanie.
Madam Chair, I would like to amend my previous statement to grant her the extra time and take this to the next cutoff
Okay.
for the possibility of the sale
I'll
taking
make
place.
a motion. I motion the previous order of non-compliance be amended until cutoff date of 9/2 to
Second.
secure the property. Is it right?
Okay.
No, that's not the right one. I'm so sorry. I motion the previous order of non-compliance be amended to the 9/2 cutoff.
Okay. Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Roberts, second by Ms. Marsh. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the previous order of noncompliance in case number CEB 0726112 be amended to allow the respondent to bring the property into compliance by 9/2 or be returned to the Code Enforcement Board on 9/14 for consideration of a fine up to $1,000 a day. Ms. Shipley, what we have done is you have until next month to bring back to us or get with Mr. Beanie all the proof that it's been sold or whatever you're doing. But you
Yes, ma'am.
you will not be fined now. You have until next month.
Thank you, all of you.
Okay,
Good luck.
thank you. Okay. Case number 14, CB 07-26-128, Samuel Blanco at 125 and 127 Fairview Avenue. Mr. Beanie.
The respondent was first notified on February 23rd, 2026. Since the last hearing, I've had no contact from the owner. There has been no progress to the property. Staff is recommending a fine of $100 a day at a cap of $10,000.
Okay. Are there any questions from the board? Is there a motion, please?
Is there people living there?
There has been one gentleman living there in the past, but I haven't heard from him since the last hearing.
And you said $100 a day?
Mm-hmm.
I did.
I'm sorry.
$10,000.
I'll make the motion. I make motion to find that the respondent be issued a fine in the amount of $100 per day until the fine maximum amount of $10,000.
Second.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roberts, second by Ms. Marsh. All in favor?
Aye.
The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby fines that in case number CEB 0726128, that the respondent, Samuel Blanco, who was previously found in noncompliance, remains in noncompliance and therefore orders a fine in the amount of $100 per day to commence on August 13 and to continue each day thereafter until the fine has reached the maximum amount of $10,000 or the property has been brought into compliance. Okay?
I'm sorry, I got another question. I'm so sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
The balcony, the damaged porch and balcony, is that a life safety issue, or is that the upstairs and at least they can have entrance to their property?
That is correct from the downstairs level.
I'm okay with that then.
Okay. Case number 15 CEB 0726146, Luther Dexter Weed at 134 Loomis Avenue. Mr. Beanie, please.
Yes, ma'am. The respondent was first notified on February 18th, 2026. Since the last hearing, I have had some contact with the owner. There has been progress to the property. Staff is recommending to amend this case to the next cutoff.
I'll make the motion, the previous order of noncompliance be amended to the cutoff date of 9/2.
Second.
Okay. It's been motioned by Ms. Robis, second by Mrs. Marsh. All in favor?
Aye.
The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the previous order of noncompliance in case number CEB 0726146 be amended to allow the respondent to bring the property into compliance by 9/2 or be returned to the Code Enforcement Board on 9/14, am I getting? 9/10, for consideration of a fine up to $1,000 per day. Okay. Case number 16, CEB 0726-129, Robert Hart and Katrina Hart at 324 Michigan Avenue. Mr. Beanie, please.
Yes, ma'am. The respondent was first notified on April 3rd, 2026. Since the last hearing, I've had no contact from the owner. There has been some progress to the property. Staff is recommending a fine of $200 a day at a cap of $15,000.
Vacant?
Yes.
And $100 a day?
200.
200, okay.
Whoa.
I'll make the motion, I motion to find that the respondent be issued a fine in the amount of $200 per day until the fine maximum reaches $10,000.
15.
15, sorry.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Robis, second by Ms. Marsh. All in favor?
Aye.
The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds that in case number CEB 0726129, that the respondent, the Robert Hart and Katrina Hart, who was previously found in noncompliance, remains in noncompliance and therefore orders a fine in the amount of $200 per day to commence on August 13, 26, and to continue each day thereafter until the fine has reached the maximum amount of $15,000 or the property is brought into compliance. Our next case is Zoom. Case number 17 CEB 0726113, 140 Kingston Avenue, LLC, at 140 Kingston Avenue. Xavier, okay.
Your camera's not on, sir.
Oh, does my camera need to be on?
Yes, sir, it does.
All right. One moment.
Here you are. Will you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Can you state your name and affiliation to this case?
My name is Christian Ziegler. I'm the property owner.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Beanie.
Yes, ma'am. The respondent was first notified on January 29th, 2026. Since the last hearing, I have had some contact from the owner. There has been no progress to the property. Staff is recommending a fine of $100 a day at a cap of $15,000.
Mr. Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, I do want to just kind of give a little background. I was originally supposed to be partnered with the person who was at the last meeting. I was unaware that this work was being done without a permit. I first found out about this being an issue in March, where I was told by the person that was doing the work that they were handling it with the city and taking care of everything. Obviously, that's not been the case. I've been heavily involved in it for the last couple of months, trying to find an architect or an engineer that would take on our project so that we could resubmit everything to the permitting department. We have, as of the last couple of weeks, been able to find and retain an architect. We have sent over a letter from that architect with their license number stating that they would have everything for compliance by August 17th. The fine portion of it, it's been really challenging financially. The person that was supposed to be, doing this work and a partner in this is definitely put me in a precarious position for this. And I was just hoping to get a little bit of an extension. I have sent that letter over to the code enforcement office from the architect stating that they would have everything by the 17th. But I understand if that's not possible.
The paperwork won't come by the 17th?
Well, yeah, that's when the paperwork's supposed to be. We're supposed to have the paperwork for all the resubmittal stuff for the permitting department. All they've asked for us is from, licensed architect and engineer stating that it's safe and that it's up to code and that they would finish the permit. We won't have that paperwork till the 17th, and I have forwarded that over.
Is the gentleman that represented, I wasn't here last month, I'm sorry, but is the gentleman that is on, that you were supposed to be in partners with, is he on the title also?
No.
Okay, so you have to take all responsibility for everything.
Yes.
Mr. Beanie, I have a question for you. Have
Yes,
you
ma'am.
seen these permits or?
The
They forward
permit is
anything
still,
to you?
yeah, I've seen the permit, but it's still awaiting resubmittal, and it's been that way since
Oh, it's a
probably February
resubmittal?
3rd. Yeah, I had to put a stop work order on the house. They ended up applying for a permit. That permit then changed status to awaiting resubmittal, and it has stuck in that status since February.
Since February?
Yeah, if I might just state for the record.
Go ahead. Have you contacted permits and licensing and asked them why it's taking so long if it's stuck from February?
Yeah, they're waiting on the letter from the architect and or an engineer saying that it is safe to use. And so the issue was finding an architect or an engineer that would take on this project that, we could even afford, that would sign off on this work. No one wanted to touch it because of the liability, despite the fact that they would really be taking the liability.
Correct, but he understands that you have secured him, the engineer.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Yeah, and we have that letter in writing with the license number, and I believe that's been forwarded over. If not, I have it, that I can pull up right now.
Okay,
send
just
over.
a moment. Attorney, you were going to say
Yes.
what?
I just wanted to state for the record, I know the board's aware, but just to make the respondent aware. So these fines run on the property, not on the owner. So it doesn't really matter who did or didn't do anything. And I also just wanted to state for the record that this property is owned by 140 Kingston Avenue LLC on SunTrust, the registered agent, and the only registered agent for this property is Mr. Christian, and I don't want to butcher your last name. How do you say your
Ziegler.
last? Ziegler, yes.
Thank you.
So, just for the record.
Okay. I wouldn't have a problem giving him 30 more days if, okay. Is that okay with you? So you can get that letter and get it to Mr. Bean?
Yeah. Anything would just be amazing
Okay.
for
But I
the
thought-
situation we're in, and more than gracious. So.
Okay.
But I thought Mr. Beanie said that, can you all clear up something for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there proof of this going on? Do you have any documentation that this contractor or architect or whatever has been?
Mr. Ziegler and I had basically the same conversation yesterday, so I know exactly what he's saying today. Due to yesterday's conversation, I have seen no documentation to back up any of it. I don't have any reason to doubt him. He seems to be pretty involved in it now, but I have no proof to show the court.
He said
The architect will have it to him by August 17th.
All I've sent is the letters showing that we have representation and that they would have everything in the compliance letter by the 17th.
Okay, the letter of representation, that's what I'm looking at, some kind of proof besides
Well,
a
he's
word.
got the permit pending with a correction, so, I mean, something has been done since.
I thought he said it was stuck in the system.
Yeah, but he's applied for the after-the-fact permits, correct?
He said that's been since February.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been a long time.
That's why they
So
want
I
to
understand.
Find somebody. It is very hard to find somebody to take over and approve somebody else's work. So I'm going to I'd like to give them the benefit of the doubt and amend the order till next cutoff. So I'll make a motion, the previous order of noncompliance be amended to the cutoff date of 9/2.
I second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Roby, second by Mrs. Rottenbach. All in favor?
Aye.
Nay?
No.
Okay. Did you, okay. Okay, this is, so it carried the, okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the previous order of noncompliance in case number CEB 0726113 be amended to allow the respondent, I can't pronounce his name.
Christian
but
Ziegler.
Christian Ziegler, to bring the property into compliance by 9/2 or be returned to the Code Enforcement Board for consideration of a fine up to $1,000 per day. Thank you, Mr. Ziegler.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Take care.
You have until next month, but you need to, oh, he's gone, okay. Case number 18, CEB 0625103, William Warren Thompson, Jr. at 307 Garden Street.
Will you raise your right hand, sir? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. And can you state your name and affiliation to this case?
William Thompson, 307 Garden Street, Daytona Beach, Florida.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Hadden.
A respondent was first notified August 23rd, 2024. Since the May hearing, I have had contact with the owner, and the last update from Transform 360 is they're working with a contract team on the project. Last inspections May 6th, 2026, and the result was non-compliant. Staff recommends we amend to the November cutoff.
Okay. You asking for the November cutoff, okay. Okay.
I'll make a motion to, I motion the previous order of noncompliance be amended to the November cutoff date of November 4th.
I second the motion.
Okay. It has been moved by Ms. Robis, second by Mrs. Rockenbach. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the previous order of non-compliance in case number CEB 0625103 be amended to allow the respondent, Mr. Thompson, to bring the property into compliance by November 4th or be returned to the Code Enforcement Board on November
11th.
11th.
12th, I'm sorry.
For consideration of a fine up to $1,000 a day. Mr. Thompson, stay in touch with Ms. Itana.
I always do.
Good luck.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Case number 19, CEB 0726125, Maria Fernandez Lopez,
It's in compliance.
and I keep doing it. Okay.
It's compliant.
Right, I don't have to read it, please forgive me. It is compliance, and also case number 20 is in compliance. Okay. Case number 24, CEB
You skipped
072613.
the page, sorry.
21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Boone City. Case number 21, CEB 0726133. John and Geneva Joe at 714 and 716 Madison Avenue is Zoom. Okay.
Will you raise your right hand, sir? Is that the right?
It doesn't give his name.
He got his hand up there.
Oh, there it is.
He got it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Your mic is muted.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Can you state your name and affiliation to this case?
I'm sorry, say again.
Can you state your name and affiliation to this case?
Yes, my name is Frederick Joe. I'm the son of Geneva and John Joe.
Is there someone else there with you that's going to testify?
Yes, I'm testifying on behalf of my Geneva and John Joe.
Xavier, there's the other phone that's at the bottom. Is that open? Can they hear us? Or was just in the waiting room?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you?
No, that's the question you're asking, sir, is the other Samsung.
Yes, that's Geneva Joe.
Okay, is she, I'll let the people do that part.
Is she going to testify or speak or anything?
She doesn't need to.
Okay.
He said he was speaking for them, right?
Yeah. And you said again, I'm sorry, your name is Frederick?
Yes, Frederick Joe.
Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Itana?
Respondent was first notified January 27th, 2026. Since the July hearing, I have had contact with the owner. There's been some progress. The last inspection is August 5th, 2026, and the result was non-compliant. Staff recommends a fine of $100 a day to cap at $15,000.
Say how much?
$100 a day, cap at $15,000.
Okay.
I mean 10,000. 10,000. I'm sorry.
10, yeah, okay. Would you like to say anything, Joe?
Yes. At this point, I don't know at this point where we are at compliance. As of the last, when I checked, it appeared that the fencing was an issue. I just forwarded the inspector the fencing correction. Other than that, I don't know what the remaining, based on what the information that was in the correction is. I don't know what else is in non-compliance.
Okay.
So there was damaged interior wall and rotten wood. And the way they remedied that was replacing the wood without permit over the entire house. So they caused another violation, which means this is not in compliance. And there's still no permits pulled for the damaged exterior walls that was redone. And there's no permit pulled for the windows. The things that they've done, there's no permit for it.
Okay.
The only permit they have is for a roof.
Did you hear what she was saying, Joe? Right.
Yes. Yes. We had a contractor that was actually working on the property. He was actually present at the last hearing. Unfortunately, he hasn't quite worked out with remedying the issue with the permitting. But everything that was in what was actually stated for correction, I thought was corrected outside of the roofing. The roof has a permit to be completed. And so everything else, I don't know that was mentioned.
Like I explained, the damaged wall, the damaged wall, the damaged rotted wood. In the notice, it says apply for, obtain, and finalize all necessary permits, and that was not complete.
Okay, so for the damaged walls, now you say interior or
These were exterior violations.
Okay.
Exterior.
All right. So I guess at this point, for the exterior, being as though we've had issue with the contractor, if we just simply did I guess would we have the after the fact permit for the exterior walls, would that suffice?
Yes, you'd have to get permits for all work done without a permit, like the windows, the walls, everything done without a permit.
Okay. If we can allow for the opportunity for us to just go ahead and get those after the fact permit, being as though we're no longer able to work with the contractor at remedying that portion of it. If we can allow for the next hearing.
Unfortunately, the
To make
city's
those
asking
corrections.
for $100 a day, a cap of 10,000. The case has been open since January, and we kind of got the same thing last month.
Actually, last month things were corrected. Since last month. I guess the issue is with the permitting portion of it. Like I said, the contract that we had was supposed to correct that, but right now we're just having to do something differently.
Or the city's asking for $100 a day to cap of 10,000.
Make a motion to find the respondent be issued a fine amount of $100 a day until the maximum of $10,000.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Callis, second by Mrs. Marsh. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds that in case number CB 0726133, that the respondent, Mr. Joe, who was previously found in noncompliance, remains in noncompliance and therefore orders a fine in the amount of $100 per day to commence on August 13 and to continue each day thereafter until the fine has reached the maximum amount of $10,000 or the property is brought into compliance. Mr. Joe, did you get that? What is happening? If you get these permits or whatever, then you can get with your code enforcement officer, and then you can come back to the board to get some relief on the fines. But you must get those permits, Ms. Satana? Is that what? Yeah.
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay. Our next case is CEB 0726135, Emerson Beckless and Ellington G. Beckless at 7.
It's in compliance.
If I don't stop doing this. Okay, I've did it for years. It is in compliance. Next time, just hit me. Case number 23, CEB 0726136, Wanda Gallery and Denali Gallery Estate at 438 North Lincoln Street. Ms. Atana.
Bond was first notified February 20th, 2026. Since the July hearing, I've had contact with the owner and there has been progress. Last inspection's August 6th, 2026. The result was non-compliant. SAC recommends we amend to the next cutoff.
I'll make a motion. I motion the previous order of non-compliance be amended to the cutoff date of 9/2.
Second.
Okay, Ms. Roby motion, Ms. Marsh second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the previous order of noncompliance in case number CEB 0726136 be amended to allow the respondent, the gallery estate to bring the property into compliance by 9/2 or be returned to the Code Enforcement Board on 9/10 for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day. Okay. Case number 24, CEB 0726139, Caroline Daytona Properties LLC at 1304 Idlewild Drive. Ms. Hatana.
Respondent was first notified November 28th, 2025. Since the July hearing, I have contact with the owner, and there's been no progress. Last inspection is August 6th, 2026, and the result was non-compliant. Staff recommends a fine of $200 a day to cap at $15,000.
Okay, is there a motion?
Is it vacant or somebody's living there?
Somebody's living there.
Okay.
Is there,
I find that the respondent be issued, I make the motion that I find that the respondent be issued a fine in the amount of $200 per day until the fine maximum reaches $15,000.
Second.
he said 15,000.
15, yes.
Oh, it's a rental.
Yes.
Oh,
Is this tenant or you
It's-
just?
There's a tenant in there.
Tenant complaint?
Oh, no, it wasn't
No.
a tenant complaint.
Oh, it
No.
was, okay.
Yeah.
Field generated.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. There was a motion.
I second.
Okay.
All in favor?
No. Who?
Ms. Roby
Ms.
motioned it.
Roby motion
And
and
Ms.
Ms.
Marsh
Waterbright second. All in favor?
No,
Aye.
Ms. Marsh seconded.
The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds in the case number CEB 0726139 of the Caroline Daytona Properties, who was previously found in noncompliance, remain in noncompliance, and therefore ordered a fine in the amount of $200 per day to commence on August 13 and to continue each day thereafter until the fine has reached the maximum amount of $15,000 or the property is brought into compliance. Okay. Our next case is case number 25, CEB 072614, Bernice Cotomachi and Nicole Craven at 501 Westmoreland Road, Zoom. Okay.
Will you raise your right hand, ma'am? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Can you state your name and affiliation to this case?
Nicole Craven, the co-owner of the house.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Hatana.
This case was opened, first response was notified on September 23rd, 2025. Since the July hearing, I have a contact with the owner, and there's been no progress. Last inspection, August 6th, 2026, and the result was non-compliant. Staff recommends a fine of $100 a day to cap at $10,000.
Okay, Ms.
Craven.
Craven. Would you like to
Um,
say anything?
Yes, at this point in time, I'd ask Connie if you would waive that fee. I've been in and out of the hospital. I'm disabled. I'm actually on a fixed income, and I'm actually still talking to the insurance company with the claim, and I've actually given them more information so that way we can actually be in comply. I just asked if you just give me a little bit more time so that way I can do what you guys need to be done.
Have you provided any of this information of the claim to your code enforcement?
I did send an email to everybody letting them know, and I did talk to the the person that's helped me, Natasha, and Natasha had reached out. So I know I've reached out and she's reached out. I do know that there is an attorney that's not mine that is on the case that's supposed to be helping me get the roof in order, but that person works with Natasha, not me.
So she's
She's
Is she with the insurance company or?
kind of, she's helping me get the insurance company to help me do the loan. She's hang on a second, let me get what she is. I'm sorry, I'm nervous.
But, this has been since 9/23/25.
Yes, she has sent emails that they're going through something with the insurance company, but she's said there's no end in sight. So we don't know when they're going to be settling. So that's why we've proceeded with our case.
So historically, when stuff like this happens, it can take years, right? Yeah, I've seen these things take up to 3 years. So to drag this case on would be an unfair leniency towards her that we don't give other people. Historically, what we do is we proceed with the case like any other case, taking that into consideration. If they file a lien review after the case is done, staff takes that into consideration. You do have a chance to appeal that lien review, that lien after your case is resolved.
Do you understand what she said?
I don't.
No, not really, because I'm an epileptic, so none of this really makes sense to me.
Okay, what it means is we're gonna fine you today, and when your fine reaches the maximum, it stops, and then when your case comes into compliance, you can file a lien review with the city to have the fee or the fine dismissed or lowered. Reduced.
I also suggest letting your attorney and your civil matter know. They might be able, again, I can't give you legal advice, but they might be able to include the lien and damages in your other case. So let them know about this.
Okay, so.
Okay, is there a motion?
I make a motion, fine the respondent be issued a fine in an amount of $100 a day until the maximum fine of.
Hear that, kid? No food. No food.
Finish your motion, please.
Until the amount of $10,000.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Callis, second by Ms. Rockenbach. All in favor? Aye. Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds that in the case number CEB 0726140, that the respondent, Ms. Craven, who was previously found in noncompliance, remains in noncompliance, and therefore ordered a fine in the amount of $100 per day to commence on August 13th and to continue each day thereafter until the fine has reached the maximum of $10,000 or the property is brought into compliance. Okay. Ms. Craven, would you stay in touch with Ms. Atana, please?
Not if I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Case number 26, CEB 0726142. Sir Hill Spilker. We are asking, this is a Zoom, if he can go. Oh, he's back. Okay.
Will you both raise your right hand? Will you both raise your okay? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the
That's his left hand.
That's left hand.
Right hand, sir.
Your other right hand.
This is my right hand. We're reversed. Left, right.
Yeah, we were talking to your
Thank
father.
you.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I need you to raise your right hand again. You gotta keep it up. I can't hear you, sir.
Muted. See the red.
Can you state, sir, you can put your hand down. Can you state your name, please?
And you're still muted.
You're muted.
So if you're using a laptop, in the lower left-hand corner, there should be, there you go.
There you go.
Can you state your name, please?
Sergey Shpilka.
And you affirm or swear that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. And the sir at the bottom, can you say your name, please?
Vladislav Shpilka.
Can you spell that for me, please?
VLAD.
Oh, okay.
YSLAV.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Ms. Hatana.
Respondent was first notified November 18th, 2025. Since the July hearing, I have had contact with the owner and there's been some progress. Last inspection is August 6th, 2026. The result was not compliant. Staff recommends a fine of $200 a day to cap at $15,000.
$100 a day. Okay. Would you like to say anything?
Yes. Good morning. My name is Vladislav Shpilka. I'm one of the owners of 1304 Moore Street. I'm asking the board not to impose a fine today. We've really been trying to get this property in compliance with these when these violations were originally cited. We had building permits and renovation was actively going through the city's building department. Since then, we've kept correcting the conditions. The city's August 6th reinspection photos show the grass is maintained, the debris and pallet box is gone, and the driveway cleaned, and no trailer is present. I'm not saying the construction itself is finished. We've replaced the majority of the roof fascia and been working on the soffit as part of the renovation. We can't just finish everything and close it up. We have to follow the building department required engineering and building code and inspection process. Right now, we are waiting for an engineer's letter so that the building department can proceed further with the continued inspections. I've generally been trying to comply, and it's been a little bit confusing. The sworn statement on June 18th listed landscaping and trailer parking, which is confusing because the grass had been cut and the trailer had been reported stolen to Daytona Beach Police Department March 25th, months before the inspection. I've contacted the inspector, her supervisor, and the city, asked for a reinspection, provided information about the construction, repeatedly asked what is non-compliant and exactly what needs to be done. I haven't been able to get a clear answer explaining what else remains. We haven't ignored the property. We've corrected things that we can correct, and a substantial amount of construction work has been completed. We've continued trying to work with the city's required process for the remaining work. So based on what we've corrected, the work that's already been completed, and our efforts to work with the city, I'm asking the board not to impose a fine.
Okay. Okay. Are there any questions or motions from the board?
I just wanted to address something real quick in terms of timeliness. I apologize. I don't know if the respondents made the argument now, but given the appeal, I'm not going to get into the appeal because it's not necessarily relevant to this case, right? But arguments.
Is your mic on?
Oh, can you hear me? Sorry, I'll speak better into the mic. But I just wanted to address that under Chapter 162 specifically, Chapter 162.12, subsection 1, it provides for certified mail being enough for service. In addition, alternatively, if we don't send it via certified mail, notice can also be satisfied. So again, we don't need to do both. We need to do one or the other. So we can either do certified mail, which we did. The clerk can testify to that, but I have here that it was sent on June 22nd. And so in addition to that, we also satisfy the notice under 162.12 subsection 2.6 by posting the property 10 days prior to the hearing. The property was posted, as the inspector can testify, on June 25th when the hearing was July 9th. So that was well before the statutory requirement. So notice was given.
May I add something?
Yes.
So we received our registered mail on July 14th. It was after the July 9th hearing. So we didn't know that there was a July 9th hearing. We also left the country right before the posting on the property. The property is also condemned, so nobody's living there. So we weren't able to come and represent ourselves on July 9th and produce evidence of construction work, inspections, reviews, us cutting the lawn, removing debris, and etc. And I've requested public records to see if 162.12 was followed, because there's other steps that also need to be taken, regardless of just posting and sending a certified mail. So I can't speak on that behalf. I don't have the public record.
Yeah, if you
to
email the
determine
clerk, if you email the clerk,
Yeah.
she can send you a copy of the affidavit that it was posted. But, and I understand what you're saying, but under the statute, the legislators in Florida, when they drafted 162, did it with the intent that properties don't go abandoned. So in their intent, a property shouldn't be unattended for 10 days. We properly posted it. I understand you were out of the country. That's what property managers are for. I can't tell you how to run your business. What I can say is that we followed the statutory intent and the requirements under Chapter 162. If you want proof of that, email the clerk, and she can provide you that affidavit.
So
But I mainly
have
just mentioned this
requested-
for the board.
Okay.
I have
then.
requested
Thank you.
public
Are there
record with the
any questions or motions from the board?
I'd like to make a motion
Okay.
that the respondent be issued a fine in the amount of $100 per day until the maximum fine of $15,000.
Okay.
Second.
It was motion by Ms. Callis, second by Ms. Marsh. All in favor? Aye. Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds that in the case number CEB 0726142, that the respondent, Mr. Shulkis, who was previously found in noncompliance, remains in noncompliance, and therefore ordered a fine in the amount of $100 per day to commence on August 13th and to continue each day thereafter till the fine has reached the maximum amount of $15,000 or the property is brought into compliance.
Okay.
Mr.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I just want to know what violations specifically remain. I've been trying to get in contact with Ms. Atani through email and just to get a list and see, because like I honestly don't know what else I could do here with, like, the grass is cut, everything's done, it's cleaned up, trailer's stolen, the building can't be closed.
Does Mrs. Artana have your email or communication for you?
She does. I attached an evidence folder as well, with Brenda.
You
and
have
just
his, okay.
So I
Or
also
she
want to
could
note for
send
the
it to
record
you.
that the respondent did provide a bunch of documents in this case. I think you have it as the exhibit in this. In the documents that he provided us, meaning he has a copy of them, is the notice of violation from November of last year, detailing what he's asking for. So there's no reason that he should claim that he doesn't know what the violations are and what he needs to do. However, he can still feel free to reach the inspector and she can re-explain again what the violations are.
Did you understand that what they're saying, that in the copies that you sent them, that you have proof of what's needed and what's
right
to do?
on November 18th. So the property maintenance issues are dealt with. The only issue that remains are the building department issues where we're under construction, and I can't skip stages and violate building code, violate Florida law, or violate the inspection process. So I don't know how I can come into compliance when the city knows and requested an engineered letter, but code compliance doesn't talk to the building department. So I'm in the middle here trying to figure out how can I become compliant.
But again, maybe I'm not explaining this right, but I'm hearing that you have all that information. Am I correct, attorney?
Yes, he also has something from June, also detailing them again. And I'll let Ms. Hatani speak to what she's told him in terms of what he should do.
So, I mean, I've explained to him he's got damaged walls, he's got damaged roofs, soffit fascias, the dirt and grime. He does need permits. His permit is currently expired, and the building department says they're not issuing another permit until he gives the documentation from the engineers. This permit has been open since 2024, and they have extended this permit multiple times. So right now they need documentation from the engineer. So he can't really come into compliance right now until that roof is done. So
Okay. Okay, Mr. Triplett.
Sorry, may
Thank
I
you.
make a correction?
Yes.
Okay, the permit was issued in April 2025, not 2024. At the time of
Yeah.
violation that you cited us for a violation, we had a current building permit active. At the meantime, there is the building department that said they're not gonna reissue the building permit. They said we have to wait until the engineer's report because this is my affect a scope of building permit.
Okay.
And in
we
Exhibit
have-
F, the email extension, I have evidence showing the expiry date of our permit, and it says 90 days from December 30th, 2025. So that's like approximately 42 days into the permit on the date of violation with when I received the building violations, which we're actively working on. So there's nothing I can do to correct the actual building violations. The property maintenance
Okay.
stuff, like cutting the grass.
Mr. Shiplett, I want to interrupt you here. Would you please get with the permitting department and Ms. Itana, and they can explain all that. We've cast the vote, and the vote is for $100 per day.
Okay, I just want to just get an objection of that on record, and then I wanted to ask that that's final order.
Yeah, that is
Okay,
the
thank you.
final order.
Can you email him a copy?
Okay, thank you. Case number 27 CEB 0826156. Irina Gorboritsky Goss at 1333 Champion Drive. Mr. Butler.
As pertains
No,
to, no,
well,
she has to be.
Yeah, she
yes.
has to be sworn in, I'm sorry.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And can you state your name and affiliation to this case?
Irina Gross, the house number 1333 Champions Drive, Daytona Beach, Florida 32124.
Did you say Irina?
Irina Gross.
Thank you.
Hey, did Jamal Bell get called yet?
Another Zoom call came asked.
No, he hasn't.
Okay. Mr. Butler.
As pertains to 1333 Champion Drive, this is a citizen-generated case. I conducted a site inspection on April 28, 2026, where it was determined the property had the following violations: work without a permit, back porch. The first notice was received on May 13, 2026. On June 13, 2026, the violation was to be in compliance. I conducted an inspection on August the 12th, 2026. The result of the reinspection was non-compliance. I've had contact with the owner, and the permit has been issued, and work is in progress. Staff requests non-compliance compliance by next cutoff.
Would you like to say anything?
Yes, it's about permit for pavers. So we did pavers yesterday, so it started. So they're supposed to finish today. They're almost probably done by now. And it's just on the back of the house. It's 10 feet by 38 feet pavers. What you can see on the picture, it was done yesterday. So previously, I just did some landscaping adjustment because.
Okay. Well, he has asked for you for the next cutoff.
They're going to extend your time.
He extended the time to the next cutoff. Okay.
But the job done today. It's already
Okay,
done.
just call and have it finalized.
Yeah.
When they're done today?
Yeah, I will call and he will do
Yeah, stay in
inspection
touch
and
with
he
Mr.
will
Butler,
close the
please.
deal, yes.
Is there a motion from the
I'll
board?
make a motion that we find the respondent in non-compliance with compliance by the next meeting, September 10th.
A second.
September 10th. Okay. All in favor? Aye. Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the previous order of non-compliance in the case number CEB 08-26-156 be amended to allow the respondent, Ms. Arena, to bring the property into compliance by 9/10/26 will be returned to the Code Enforcement Board on 9/2. For
Madam Chair, that's compliance is 9/2. The hearing is 9/10.
Okay, on 9/10 for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day. You have a month extension. Okay.
But it's done all today.
Yeah, just get with Mr. Butler. He'll explain it to you. Okay. Case number 28, CEB 08-26157, Stanfield O. Scott at 863 Julia Street. Mr. Reckazon.
Hello. This property was first notified on May 19th, 2026 for the violations of unmaintained landscape. The property owner had until June 22nd, 2026 to come into compliance. As of the last inspection on August 13th, 2026, the property is still in non-compliance. The city is requesting that to find the property in non-compliance and to come into compliance by next cutoff.
Okay.
I'll make the motion. I motion the respondent be found in non-compliance and return to the next available hearing on 9/10.
Second.
Okay. Motion by Ms. Robis, second by Ms. Callis. Ms. Marsh. All in favor? Aye. Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the previous order of non-compliance in case number CEB 08-26-157 be amended to allow the respondent, Mr. Scott, to bring the property into compliance by 9/10 or be returned to the Code Enforcement Board on 9/10 for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day. Okay.
Thank you.
Case number 29, CEB 08-26-158, Lawrence Stock Jr. and Margaret Allen at 551 and 553 South Street. Ms. Kurt.
Thank you. Yeah, this is a field-generated case for damaged roof and fascia and missing soffit, broken boarded windows, rotted and exposed wood, peeling paint, faded paint, dilapidated rear deck. It's an unsanitary and blighted property and debris.
The vacant, Sarah?
Yes. First notification was March 17th of 2026. I posted the property. Compliance was due April 17th of 26. I conducted a site visit yesterday, August 12th, 26, and the property is still in non-compliance. Staff is recommending a finding of non-compliance with compliance due next cutoff.
I'll make a motion. I motion the respondent be found in non-compliance and return to the next available hearing on 9/10.
Second.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roby, second by Ms. Marsh. All in favor? Aye. Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the previous order of non-compliance in case number CEB 08-26-158 be amended to allow the respondent, Mr. Starks Jr., to bring the property into compliance by 9/10 or be returned to the Code Enforcement Board on 9/10 for consideration of a fine up to $1,000 per day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Case number 30, CEB 0826155, Alexander Evans and Marilyn Jean Pierre at 204 Riverview Boulevard. Ms. Quinn.
Good morning, Inspector Mariah Quinn. My credentials are on file. This is a field-generated case for a deteriorating exterior wall, rotten wood around the windows and door trim, dirt and grime, and peeling faded paint. The property owner was first notified on April 22nd, 2026. Compliance was due by May 22nd, 2026. Staff is recommending a finding of non-compliance with compliance due by the next cutoff.
Okay. Are there any questions from the board, or is there a
It says
motion?
here 204 Riverview, but the slides say 205.
I know it's just I've had to remove the addressing off of my camera because depending on where you're standing, it'll pick up the address next door.
Okay.
Okay. Is there a motion?
I motion the respondent be found in noncompliance and returned to the next available hearing on 9/10/26.
Second.
It's been motioned by Ms. Callis, second by Mrs. Marsh. All in favor? Aye. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the previous order of noncompliance in case number CEB 0826155 be amended to allow the respondent, Mr. Pierre, to bring the property into compliance by 9/2, or be returned to the Code Enforcement Board on 9/10 for consideration of a fine up to $1,000 per day. Case number 31, CEB 08-26.
Oh, these two are
Compliance. Would somebody just hit me? Would you just hit me?
31, 32.
Okay, they are in compliance. 31, I don't even have to say that. 31 and 32. Just hit me. Case number 33, CBO 826-149, Sunvest Properties LLC at 441 and 447 North Lincoln Street. Mrs. Ratana.
This case was opened September 25, 2025, a field generated case for work without a permit for interior renovations. First notice received October 14th, 2025. Compliance is due November 14th, 2025. Last inspection was August 6th, 2026, and the result was non-compliant. There has been contact with the owner. Staff recommends a finding of non-compliance with the compliance due by next cutoff.
Could I just ask a question? If it's been, almost a year since first notification, why is it now just coming into non-compliance or compliance? Am I missing something?
This is when I was able to bring it in.
I'm sorry?
This was when I was able to bring it into court.
Next cutoff would be 9/10. Okay.
It is vacant right now?
It is vacant.
Okay.
Is there a motion?
I'll make a motion. I motion the respondent found in noncompliance and return to the next available hearing on September 10th.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Roberts, second by Mrs. Marsh. All in favor? Aye. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the previous order of noncompliance in case number CEB 08-26-149 be amended to allow the respondent, Sunvest Properties, to bring the property into compliance by 9/2, or be returned to the Code Enforcement Board on 9/10 for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day. Case number 34, CEB 08-26-150, Jose C. Marquez and Carla J. Baron Alvarez at 619 Brentwood Drive. Ms. Atana.
First of all, can you raise your right hand? Are you both going to speak?
Oh.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Just you? Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Yes. Can you state your name and affiliation?
Jose Marquez, 619 Brimwood Drive, owner.
Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Tanner?
This case was opened October 16th, 2025, a complaint generated case for unmaintained landscaping, dirt, grime, illegal parking, work without a permit, dilapidated fence, unsecure pool, and trash and debris. First notice was received October 24th, 2025. Compliance is due November 24, 2025. Last inspection was August 6, 2026, and the result, non-compliance. There has been contact with the owner. SAC recommends a finding of non-compliance with compliance due by next cutoff. However, for the pool, compliance is due in 5 days to secure the pool since it's a life safety issue.
Okay. Would you like to say anything, sir?
Yes, we have all that fixed up now. So we moved all the vehicles from the side of the yard. I removed the fence that you said that didn't have a permit. So the white fence is removed. The by the pool also is removed, the one that was knocked down. All the landscaping is cut down to, and the wall is painted where you asked.
Okay. Did you check that on your last inspection? Or?
I was there August 7th, and it was not complete.
I mean, I got pictures.
So I have not been able to see anything that.
Yeah, everything is.
Is the pool secured?
Yes.
But you do have 5 days since it's a life safety issue.
Okay.
You will check that in 5 days?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion. I motion the respondent be found in non-compliance and return to the next available hearing on 9/10.
And the pool?
And the pool be secure, and if it's already secure, then
5 days.
With her?
Yes, I have her number.
Okay. It has been motioned by Ms. Roberts, second by Mrs. Marsh. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby orders that the previous order of noncompliance in case number CEB 08-26-150 be amended to allow the respondents, the Alvarez, to bring the properties into compliance by 9/2 or be returned to the Code Enforcement Board on 9/10.
There's nothing actually amended. Amended or non-compliance.
Did I read the wrong one?
This is just a finding of non-compliance.
Yeah. Yes.
Finding of
They've not been through this process
No.
before.
Right. But,
They're very close.
yeah, they are. It's not, I don't have a finding on here. Okay, for consideration of a fine up to $1,000 a day. Thank you. Now, where is that? Show me that other one.
Just stay in touch with
Okay.
Ms. Saitan.
Okay, thank you. Case number 35, CEB 08-26151 at 621 Vera Lane, 621 Vera Lane Trust at 621 Vera Street. Ms. Hatana.
This case was opened October 16th, 2025. A field generated case for outside storage, faceless baling paint, bare surfaces, parking on the lawn, work without a permit for the sheds, deck, and fence, damaged fence, trash and debris, and no rental registration. First notice was received December 18th, 2025. Compliance is due January 18th, 2026. Last inspection was August 7th, 2026, and the result was non-compliant. There had been no contact with the owners. SAC recommends a finding of non-compliance with the compliance due by next cutoff.
Okay.
Is someone speaking on behalf of
Yeah.
Vera Land Trust?
Oh, my name is Arthur Wright. I'm the contractor that pulled the permits on the shed for that property.
You'll need
For
to be
the
sworn
property,
in.
you have to be sworn in.
Okay, sir, you will be need to sworn in as well. If you could.
They both are for the Vera Land Trust, right?
Right.
Okay.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Can you both state your name for the record?
My name is Arthur Wright. I'm M. Wright Construction.
David Spearin.
Sir, I don't
David.
believe the microphone in the center.
David
is that-
Spearin.
Is it live?
Got it. I hear him.
Okay.
David Spearin.
And you're with
The trust.
Trust, okay. Okay. Ms. Hatana, is,
Do you want me to read it again?
oh, you did? Okay.
Yes.
Please.
Okay. This case was opened October 16th, 2026. A field generated case for outside storage, faded says peeling paint, bare surfaces, parking on lawn, work without a permit for sheds, deck, and fence, damaged fence, trash and debris, no rental registration. First notice was received December 18th, 2025. Compliance is due January 18th, 2026. Last inspection is August 7th, 2026. The result was non-compliant. There has been no contact with the owners. Staff recommends a finding of non-compliance with compliance due by next cutoff.
Okay. Thanks for doing that again. You
You're
did do it. Okay, would either of you all like to say anything? No, you have to stand over there.
Okay.
With that podium.
Uh,
I was pointing the same place.
I'd like to just ask Brianna a question or two. Be all right?
Would like to ask who?
Brianna.
He wants
Yeah,
to
but
code
cross,
enforcement
he wants to
person.
cross-examine the
But I'd
inspector.
rather for all questions to come to the board, and then we'll instruct her if you would,
So
please.
for due process reasons, he does have the right to cross-examine our witnesses.
They do?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I never heard that.
You may proceed.
Thank you.
And I reserve the right to object to any improper questions.
I believe that if we understand this correctly, this is a proactive case.
Objection leading the
Right.
witness, but
You had a case at the same address previous.
objection to form. I'm only objecting for the record on appeal, but you can answer.
This is field generated.
This is the current case, right?
Yes.
Right. The other one was brought into compliance. That you had.
We're just talking about this case.
Well, I understand, but I'm just saying, this is a proactive case. This is brought after the last case that you brought. that was brought
Objections,
into
facts, not in
compliance.
evidence. Do you have anything
Okay.
showing that this was done?
You're suggesting that you've had no contact with the property owners?
Regarding this
You have
case.
not received any emails from the trust?
Regarding this case, no.
Excuse me?
No.
Okay. I mean, the question was, first, a rental property. And that was addressed by email direct to
Is
the
that
young
on
lady.
this case?
Yes, on this case. And you're saying that you have received no emails from the land trust, from the
Asked and
trustee?
answered.
Okay. And you're saying that the occupant, the beneficiaries of the land trust, have done nothing, and you've had no contact with them. You don't know that they painted what you said they had to paint.
I've had no contact with them.
So you know of no,
Objection, badgering
Movement.
the witness,
Right.
but I'll let you continue.
so you know of no movement on any of these violations. As far as you're stating, all violations as stated are still there. Nothing has ever been brought into compliance.
This is what I noticed when I opened the case, yes.
I'll just let that, they'll fall within.
Again, I also want to state for the record that the formal rules of evidence don't apply, which is why I didn't stop him. I'm just objecting for record on appeal. I let you answer and ask all of those questions. I didn't interrupt, but you can continue asking.
For the record.
Yeah.
The code enforcement officer is stating no contact, no compliance on any issue of these 7 violations,
On this matter.
all right? And no contact from the trustee on this matter.
I have a question. Brianna, she said a different date than what we have on our paperwork, where this says first notified as March 30th. So what we have on for this Vera Land Trust at 621 Vera Street is that this code case under CEB 0826151 was opened March 30th,
Right.
not the date that I think you stated.
I thought you said 30th.
I thought you
March
said it was
30th.
open in 2025.
I did open it in 2025.
Okay, our paperwork says 3:30.
No, there's 2 dates. Open date and first notified date can be 2 different dates.
Yeah.
Okay.
She said she
It
opened it
just
in
it
25.
says first notified, so,
Correct, that's the second date.
okay. But I would,
Oh, this is the second case.
No.
Excuse me.
The case can be
That's all.
opened one
That-
date.
that's all.
And they
I
can be
understand.
notified a separate date.
okay, but if he was just notified March 30th,
Right.
then I understand why you're asking your questions. So this is the same case that we had before, or this is a new case?
This is a new case.
This is a new
This is a
case.
new case.
It's a new
Okay.
case.
Then
That's
why does it say notified 3:30 if we're going back to 2025?
No, that's,
Not according to the
different
paper,
things.
though.
The case was opened
yeah,
in 25.
Okay.
He
It
was
was
first
opened
notified,
in
meaning
25.
official notices went out March of 26.
I still don't get it, but
Okay.
So let's say, like, let me compare it to it's not a criminal investigation, but this is just an analogous so that you can understand. Let's say police officers get a tip that there's a drug sale going on. They open the case that day. They do surveillance, and once they make contact and arrest that person, they're putting that person on notice at that point when they're ready to present that evidence. So she opens the case, given other reasons, maybe time, caseload, investigation, not enough evidence. She doesn't do notice until at a later subsequent date. And I might have believed that that's what happened here.
Good scenario.
Yeah.
That's what, you got it now, Ms. Roby?
Well,
Okay.
I'm going to just remove and say thank you, and we'll be in touch, and I'd like to get Melissa's
Do you have my card?
card on this.
Okay. Would you like to say anything, Mr.
The
Ryan?
only thing that I have to say is that I was called in to
Written on this one.
answer the compliance of the after the fact sheds. And since that time, we do have a permit that's currently into the city building department to be approved, which should be any day now. Once that's done, we'll be able to call for the final inspection.
Okay. Desmond, did you let Ms. Santana know, or would
I
you
have not.
please?
I have
So-
not been in touch with her.
I have a question. So you're only dealing with the sheds? It says that you're dealing with the deck, fence?
Yeah, the
and
deck,
sheds?
the deck and the shed, they're together.
And the
It's a like,
fence?
yeah, it's a shed with like a deck on it.
And the fence?
The fence, I didn't see anything wrong with the fence. I mean, we had a survey done, and the fence looked like everything was in compliance.
I
mean, it
received
wasn't-
an email from the building department that it was not permitted. The shed, the deck, and the fence. There's multiple sheds. That's why there's an S on the sheds. And the deck and the fence. Received an email that there was no permits pulled for them.
Yeah, well, the owner had told me
Okay.
that the fence was there for a long time.
No, we're talking about the deck and the shed.
No,
You
the deck
said
and the
that
shed,
it
I've
was-
got that covered.
You
Yes,
got
ma'am.
the permit for that.
I've applied for it. It was permit
you-
number R2607-162, which should be, it says it's under review right now.
Oh, under review,
Yes,
but you
ma'am.
don't have it. That's
No,
what
I
you're
don't have it.
saying.
No, but she's
Okay.
saying that the fence is in violation because it was never permitted.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
So somebody has to be responsible for that.
Yeah. Well, they can get with her later or with city because it's there with permits for that. Okay?
Do I need to re-swear?
No.
Could I ask what fence? The perimeter fence is not ours. Perimeter fence is the neighbors. There's only one, and it's in the middle of the property, dividing the backyard from the front yard. And everything on the violation, with the exception of this gentleman's permit, they've tried twice now to get a permit.
Do you have like a map of the property line showing there's none on your
Yes,
property?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. There is a survey. It was needed.
Have her look at it. I don't know what any of that means. Have her look at it though, because I can try to read it.
It was required.
Where's the
before
fence?
Any,
I was gonna.
and this was
Is
to the
it-
That would
back.
be. We can. Are we finding them today?
Is it a commune fence?
More time.
Yeah,
More
so,
time.
well, you can talk to her, but
Yeah.
this isn't something right now for the board to decide. But we appreciate you being prepared with all that document. Feel free to email it to her, to me, to the secretary. But she can go over more specific details on what compliance means. You're not being fined today.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Of course.
to
Thank
the
you for working
board.
with us.
Thank you.
Can I get a motion, please?
Oh, sorry. I thought I didn't mean
okay.
to say you're not, the board hasn't ruled yet. So
Yeah.
I make a motion the respondent be found in noncompliance and returned to the next available hearing on September 10th. September 10th.
I thought a motion was already done. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Roberts, second by Mrs. Marsh. All in favor? Aye. Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds the respondent in case number CEB 08-26-151 for the property at 621 Vera Street to be in noncompliance and order the respondent to come into compliance by 9/2 and or be returned to the hearing before the City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board on 9/10 for consideration of a fine up to $1,000 per day. Thank you. Case number 36, CEB 08-26-152, Jamal Bell at 548 Spruce Street.
No, you can tell me.
Now, I don't have that.
I wasn't
It's
aware that he was, maybe
Nah,
someone else.
he's here.
Oh, he said he was here and he left. Maybe he got contact with someone
So
else.
it is a Zoom.
I know, but she's asking. Can you raise your right hand, sir?
It's real blurry.
Muted.
It's frozen.
Yeah.
It's real blurry.
It's frozen.
Oh.
And it's muted.
Can you raise your right hand, sir? You need to unmute. Oh, he's frozen again. The screen is frozen.
Except, does he know it? Yeah, he knows it's frozen.
And he's muted.
It's not muted, it's frozen. So it.
See the red?
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's both. He's muted and as well as
Yeah.
cellular signal is
It's
probably
crappy.
compromised.
Yeah, go.
And he's gone.
Okay.
That was a cigarette, but
Maybe he'll read.
Okay. Are we coming back or go to the next case?
It's finished.
Okay, it's finished?
Just we go to the next case, and if he comes back. we can-
Okay. Case number, if he comes back, we'll come back to this, but right now, case number 37.
It's gonna be
compliance.
That was me hitting you from afar.
That's in compliance.
Thank you. Now you tell me. Okay, case number 38, CEB 08-26-154, Jeffrey Wayne Abernather at 351 Mall Street. Miss
This
Adnan-
individual's also via Zoom.
Yes.
Okay.
Will you raise your right hand, sir?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, please.
And can you state your name and affiliation to this case?
My name is Jeff Abernathy. I am the owner at 351 Model Street.
Thank you.
Okay, she swore me in. Okay, Miss Tanner.
This case was opened January 29th, 2026, a complaint generate case for unmaintained landscaping and illegal parking. First notice was received February 4th, 2026. Compliance is due February 14th, 2026. Last inspection was August 7th, 2026, and the result was not compliant. There has been contact with the owner. Staff recommends finding of non-compliance with compliance due by next cutoff.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Abernathy, would you like to say anything?
No, not really. I mean, Ms. Matani's been great. I appreciate all her working with me. I live up in Atlanta, so it's a little bit hard for me to visualize what's going on down there. So I appreciate the help that she's given me.
Okay.
And I have hired a lawn service to come in there and handle it every couple of weeks. So hopefully, if they are good, we'll be happier than the last time they tried to cut it, which was a couple of weeks ago.
We didn't see any pictures of your property, but has the illegal parking been addressed? I take it there's a runner.
Yeah, that's not. I think that's the next door because I don't think that's us. There's nobody in there. There's nobody living there for quite a while now. So if there's anybody parked there, it shouldn't be us. But
okay.
Yeah, I think there was the next door neighbor was parking on his property.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. To the board, can I get a motion?
Do you have any photos or?
Yeah, it was. They were there.
Yeah, thanks. They slipped by someone,
There
but
we go.
right. Yeah, there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I'll make the motion. I motion the respondent be found in non-compliance and return to the next available hearing on September 10th if not in compliance.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Ms. Roberts, second by Ms. Marsh. All in favor?
Aye.
The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds the respondent in case number CB08-26-154 for the property at 351 Mall Street to be in non-compliance and order the respondent to come into compliance by 9/2 or be returned to a hearing before the City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board on 9/10 for consideration of a fine up to $1,000 per day. So you have her butt there, okay? And thank you so much for stopping that.
Oh, thank you guys.
Cheers.
Need to go back to number
Is he ready for 36?
Well, yeah, that's what I was about to speak about. He did rejoin, but by default, they end up in the waiting room. He's not there currently, so I guess you guys want to move on with the rest of the agenda.
Yes.
We'll keep the Zoom open if he does rejoin again, and we'll pull him up. Oh, he just rejoined.
Okay.
So
I'm not going to even.
that's okay, we'll do that.
Okay.
Can you tell him to unmute?
Yes, he can hear, now he can hear you guys, he's brought in.
He's still muted, looks like.
On the lower left-hand corner, sir, see that microphone icon?
Need to get that out of his mouth. Whatever he got.
We still can't hear you, sir.
There we go.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
can hear you.
Okay, I've been trying to, I've been here for a while, so,
Okay.
Can you raise your right hand, sir?
okay. What's happening?
I need you to raise your right hand.
My right hand?
Yes.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Can you state your name for the record?
Jamal Bell.
Okay. That's dangerous. Okay, Miss Atana.
This case was opened October 15th, 2025. A complaint generated case for unmaintained landscaping, outside storage, dirt, grime, work without a permit for accessory structure and roof, trash and debris, and then a zoning violation for multifamily. First notice was received October 29, 2025. Compliance was due November 29, 2025. Last inspection was August 7th, 2026, and the result was non-compliant. So, there has been contact with the owner. Staff recommends the finding of non-compliance with compliance due by next cutoff.
Okay. Mr. Bell, would you like to say anything?
Yeah, I cleaned up much as I can, you know. I mean, I'm only one person, but I'm gonna apply for that ADU thing in the back, you know. So I mean, I got a lot going on, but I'm trying. Like I clean up every week over there. Like it's I mean, I'm always cleaning up over there. I own like 9 properties on that street. So I'm always cleaning up. I'm always over there having guys clean up. And I can show you proof, like, and like you said, that shed was there before I inherited all this stuff. So,
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying my best. So.
Okay. Are there any questions from the board, or can I get a motion?
I've got a quick question. The zoning violation for multiple family, does that mean that he's taken a single family residence and turned it into a multifamily residence?
There's a shed in the backyard that people were staying in.
Okay.
But they wasn't staying there. Nobody don't stand there. I was back there hanging out. We always go back there and just hang out.
Okay, can I get a motion from the board, please?
Nobody was never staying there. Nobody don't stay in it. Just because you see people over there, don't mean they stay. No, I go over there even park and go hang out.
Okay,
Like
Mr. Bell, let us complete the motion.
I make a motion that we find the respondent in noncompliance with compliance due by the next cutoff, September 2nd.
Okay. Is there a second?
I second.
Okay, motion by Ms. Marsh, second by Mrs. Rottenbach. All in favor? Aye. Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds the respondent in case number CEBO 8-26-12 for the property at 548 Spruce Street to be in noncompliance and order the respondent to come into compliance by 9/2 or be returned to a hearing before the City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board on 9/10 for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day. Okay? But in the meantime, Mr. Bell, stay in touch with Ms. Hatana.
I'm gonna try to get some stuff done over there. Try to go over there and clean up. But I'm always over there picking up paper, mowing, and like I say, I own 9 properties on that street. I'm always getting the lots cut. It's $200 every time $200-$300. But like I say, nobody don't stay in that shed. So it's just a shed. It was there before.
Mr. Bell, but please work with her on that.
Okay.
Stay in touch with her.
I'm gonna try to give her. Okay, I'm gonna try to get a permit for her.
Thank you so much. Case number 39. CEBO 8-26-160. Trust LLC Trust and 228 North Adams Street Land Trust. Okay. Ms. Hatana.
This case was opened March 27th, 2026. A complaint generated case for unmaintained landscaping, outside storage, dirt, grime, bait, peeling paint, illegal parking, boarded windows, damaged accessory structure, junk vehicles, no identification numbers, damaged roofs, softened and fascia, and trash and debris. First notice to receive April 6th, 2026. Compliance is due May 6th, 2026. Last inspection was August 7th, 2026, and the result was not compliant. There has been no contact with the owner. Staff recommends a finding of non-compliance with compliance due by next cutoff.
Is it vacant?
From what I can tell.
Okay.
So it's not vacant?
Well, we don't know.
I'm not sure.
Oh, you're not sure, okay.
But no contact.
No.
I'll make a motion. I motion the respondent be found in non-compliance and return to the next available hearing on September 10th.
Okay.
Second.
It's been motioned by Ms. Roberts, second by Ms. Marsh. All in favor? Aye. Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds the respondent of LLC Trust LLC in case number CEBO 8-26160 for the property at 228 North Adams Street to be in non-compliance in order the respondent to come into compliance by 9/2 or be returned to a hearing before the City of Daytona Beach Code Board on 9/10 for consideration of a fine up to $1,000. Okay. Case number 40, CEB 08-26-161, Trust LLC Trust and 410 Pleasant Street, DTD. Oh, okay. At 410 Pleasant Street. Okay. Ms. Atana.
This case was opened February 2nd, 2026, a complaint generated case for unmaintained landscaping, just peeling paint, and damaged fascia. First notice was received February 6, 2026. Compliance is due March 6, 2026. Last inspection was August 6, 2026, and the result was non-compliant. There has been no contact with the owner. Staff recommends the finding of non-compliance with compliance due by next cutoff.
I'll make a motion the respondent be found in non-compliance and returned to the next available hearing on September 10th.
Second.
It's been motioned by Ms. Robis, second by Ms. Rottenbach. All in favor? Aye. Okay. The City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board hereby finds the respondent in the case number CEB 08-26-161 for the property at 410 Pleasant Street to be in non-compliance in order the respondent to come in compliance by 9/2 or be returned to a hearing before the City of Daytona Beach Code Enforcement Board on 9/10 for consideration of a fine of up to $1,000 per day. Okay. Is there any miscellaneous business?
I just want to say Mr. Harrington's house has sold, so I don't know. I've tried to find the guy's number that I knew was his caregiver, but I can't find anything out. It says he's still alive, but I believe he's probably in a nursing home.
Well, the new members, Mr. Harrington was a board member here for many years and a very nice person. And to the board, and Mr. Sachs, all I can hear is Miss Attorney Jackson telling me, read it. And I guess it's embedded in me, but I did ask my vice chair to just hit me when it comes to it. And it's not like I don't have it wrote down. I not only wrote down, I have it in color when it's in compliance, but. It's okay.
If you read, it's not a problem, but it's not necessary.
Yeah, but you know that. Like embedded into us. And I also want to thank the code board, the officers, because you have a lot of patience, and I appreciate the time you take and the courtesy you give, because sometimes it does get rough, but thanks to our attorneys, they will buzz in on us and try to defend us. So if there's nothing else, did you hear from Mr. Gonzalez, or you didn't?
I got a call.
He emailed me and asked me if I could bring a copy of the agenda because he could bring it home for today, and I did, and he's not here.
Oh, okay.
A motion for adjournment.
Okay. Motion by Ms. Roberts, second by Ms. Marsh. We are adjourned.
All right.